2025, I made over $103 an hour as a physician assistant, and in this video, I'm going to explain how that happened. Hey, what's up guys? My name is John, and I'm an emergency medicine PA. Welcome to my channel. Just to properly give you a roadmap of how these videos go, I'm first going to talk about my PA income and then share my total yearly income. After that, I will talk about how much my net worth has increased for 2025. And finally, I will share 3 very important updates for 2026. This video is part of my transparent income series, which I've been updating since 2022. So you can look back at my prior updates or subscribe to the channel to follow the journey. I'm estimating to have made $195,372.58 from my job as a physician assistant, a physician associate working in the emergency department. Here you can see my ADP salary report, and then to that number, I basically added my employer match to my 401k to come up with a sort of total compensation number. When you factor in my overtime pay, my holiday pay and bonuses I get from working on holidays like Christmas or Thanksgiving, when you factor in the fact that I work basically a second shift, so I get a shift differential, that's kind of how I get up to this point of making this much money. And when I divide the number of hours I've worked at my PA job, I work full-time, about 150 to 160 hours a month in the emergency department. That's sort of how we think of it. My salary videos are somewhat fairly consistent because I've been working the same amount. So we've seen a clear progression and, improvement of my salary, because when I started as a PA, I think my first salary was like $92,000 or $97,000, somewhere in that ballpark. So I basically doubled my wages in the last 6 going on 7 years as a PA. And I recently found out that I've had very good performance at my job, and I am getting a raise based on that performance evaluation. It is possible that for my next salary report, this could be a higher number. It is also possible that maybe I'm not working as much overtime this upcoming year because I have a lot of trips planned, and so maybe I won't actually reach the same amount as I did this year. But that is not all of my income, guys. So how much money did I make in total once I factor in my side jobs, the YouTube channel, my online businesses, the dividend income, and other things that I've been tracking? Before I get to those numbers, if you guys find these sorts of videos helpful or motivating, hitting that like button down below and subscribing to follow the journey is really sending good positive signals that this is type of stuff that you guys want to be seeing. My side income from my online businesses, my hobbies, and anything else that earns me money has increased by almost 24% from last year. This year, I made $8,713.63 from my website, store, YouTube channel, and other odd jobs I've done this year. Believe it or not, YouTube was only about $1,300 out of that total. Clearly, I'm not doing YouTube for the money. The real reward from YouTube is coming from the community that we're able to build here and the information we're able to share together. Something I wanted to start tracking, and which I started adding onto my videos from last year, was following dividend income. Even though right now, for the time being, I'm just reinvesting dividends, I'm not collecting extra checks on a monthly or quarterly basis. I mean, this is income, this is money that is being earned to me. And so I just kind of wanted to add them to these videos to track it and see how it does. For 2024, I made $2,449.54 from dividend income. This year for 2025, my dividend number improved to $4,415.05. And I'm receiving dividends mainly from like broad-based market ETFs, ETTSX, like just my regular retirement accounts mainly. I do have one account where I'm investing a little bit in dividends, but it's all just play money, guys. This is not like a hardcore dividend investing channel or dividends versus regular stocks or which one's better. Like, I'm just adding this as income. We're already starting to see signals that money is starting to compound. As I continue doing these updates, we'll see this number steadily grow and grow and grow and grow. At least that's the goal. When you consider my PA income, my side job income, and my dividend income, I'm factoring my total income from 2025 to be $208,501.26, which is a lot of money. I'm very happy to have crossed the 200K mark. Even if you remove the dividend number from this value, it still crosses the $200,000 mark between my PA job and my side jobs. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think there has been a very clear career progression as my job as a PA, seeing patients in an emergency department. This figure does not show the tens of thousands of dollars I paid in taxes to Uncle Sam and the IRS mafia. My job alone withheld over $50,000 towards local, state, and federal taxes. And one thing I'm very intentional about is using tax advantage accounts wherever possible. So obviously that means maxing out my 403b, which is basically the nonprofit equivalent of a 401k. The IRS limit is $24,500 for this upcoming year, and they continue to increase that number and get all of that tax savings upfront, guys. So when you factor in my wife's income as a nurse and my income, our household exceeds $300,000 for the year, which is pretty good, especially in Pennsylvania. I think that's like 3 or 4 times the median household income. So we're doing pretty well right now. I track my net worth every month. My net worth calculation is my estimated total assets minus any outstanding debt. My net worth has been doing well, and that is because I think we're in that wealth accumulation phase of my life. My student loans are paid off. My car is paid off. We own a house. I don't have credit card debt. I got married. My wife and I are working together on shared financial goals. As a historical reference, in 2021, my net worth increased by $87,315. For 2022, my net worth increased by $106,804.68. For 2023, my net worth increased by $94,160.40. Last year, for 2024, it went up by $88,734.17. And now for 2025, this prior year, I recorded an increase of $115,380.35 to that net worth number. A main driver for the year has just been we continue to invest in the stock market, and the stocks have been doing well. So that is my assessment for why the net worth has gone up. I have 3 important updates for you guys. For 2026, I'm excited because we're going on several trips. My wife and I are going to Grenada to visit my uncle and go see this beautiful small Caribbean island. I'm really looking forward to it. Planning also on going to Lebanon this year, where we have a mountain home, go see the cedars, go to the beach, enjoy the Mediterranean weather, some great food. We're really looking forward to that. I used to live in France, so we're going to France. My good friend is getting married. I'm so excited to be there for him. And after France, we're going to go to Morocco also in this year. Guys, I'm going to New Orleans, a trip that I'm really excited for, which is the 2026 AAPA conference. I have a gift for you guys. Believe me, I do not get any kickback or commission from sharing this gift, but the AAPA has given my viewers 10% off of the registration fees if you use the code below, or you guys can go check out the link in the video description down below and just follow that link and register for your conference, and you will save 10% off. So that's like over $100. My second update for you guys is my new recent obsession, and I have several obsessions. This one can be dangerous, and that is watches. Watches, yes. I think my wife is tolerating me in these trying times, and I know she's probably watching this video right now. Watches are a dangerous rabbit hole. Enjoying learning everything from the calibers and movements to brand history, it's sort of captivating how they can engineer small gears and springs to keep accurate time in a case back comfortable enough to sit on your wrist all day. Yeah, I already know 99% of people do not care about watches, so I will stop talking about watches and enjoy your smartwatches or enjoy telling time on your phone, and that is fine. And I'm going to stop talking about that right now because I have update number 3. Update number 3 is about life in general. I told you guys in my prior updates that I was going to record some weddings. I was going to do some wedding films, and I did already record 2 weddings. I have 2 more filmed weddings planned for this year. It has been a very fun, exciting thing to do. I'm really looking forward to all of that. The last part about these updates is that we talk about money. We're talking about stocks, finances, and I talk about things, right? I talk about my cars, my watches, etc. We have been making a very conscious effort to actually declutter and get rid of stuff. We don't necessarily want just stuff laying around our house, and that has been a constant, monthly battle. What can we donate? What still has value we could sell on eBay or Facebook Marketplace? I've really been focusing more on having fewer items and fewer things, but of a higher quality. My wife and my wardrobe fits in one very small closet, and we share one very small dresser, right, for all of our clothes. We go spend money on the things we like the vacations and all of that sort of stuff, and then we're trying to save money in other areas of our life, and so that way we can continue to invest and save for our future. We will see how it goes, but so far things have been progressing very nicely. So I am challenging you guys to maybe look around your house and just think, what do you not necessarily need? What can you get rid of? Because I guarantee you, every single person that is watching this video, you guys have junk. You guys have things that you can get rid of. So maybe 2026 is your year to go do that sort of stuff. So that is my update for 2025 and my prior income and sort of some things that I'm looking to do for 2026. Let me know how you guys did for 2025 and what your goals are for 2026. And if you've watched up until this point, please hit that like button below. Please consider subscribing and following the journey. As always, stay safe out there. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Bye-bye.